Can I start?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi Jess, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. I'm Tova. Is this your first time in counseling?
Yes.
Okay, so you've never been counseling therapy, anything before?
No.
Okay, so there are a couple of things I have to go through before, just some limits of confidentiality. Do you know what confidentiality is?
Kind of.
Okay, I'll go through it one more time. So it's essentially the rules that we have during our counseling sessions that can keep you safe and the things that I'm allowed to say to other people. Do you kind of understand that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are about 5 limits of it. The first is harm to self. So if I believe that there's any time during our counseling session that you may be hurting yourself or have the urge to hurt yourself, I'll have to tell that to someone. Is that okay with you? Yeah, I know it can be a little awkward, but I don't want you to hesitate to talk to me because we just want to keep you safe. Okay, so the second one is a little similar. It's harm to others. Same goes if I believe that you're hurting someone else or you're going to hurt someone else, I'll also have to let someone know about that. Is that okay?
Yep.
Great. Okay, so again, going along safety, the third one is abuse and neglect. If I believe that you're being abused or neglected or someone you know, anytime you mention something about yourself or someone you know being abused or neglected, I'll have to tell that to someone. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Great. So have you ever been to court?
No.
Okay, so there's something called a subpoena. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
All right, so if there was ever a situation between us where you would have to go to court over something and I would also have to be there, the judge can then subpoena me, meaning they take my notes into court and they can use them. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. Lastly, it's supervision with an agency. So this means that I just want to get the best for you and I want to make sure that your needs are being met. So there may be times that I might be at a crossroad during our counseling session and I may talk to one of my colleagues about it just to get their advice, maybe reach out for some other help just to make sure you're getting the best care that you need. Is that okay with you? All right, and then before we get started, I do want to ask, if I see you in public, how would you want to deal with that?
I'll just wave at you.
Right, okay, so I won't come up to you. This is all based on how you want to deal with it. You're not obligated to say hi to me. Just keep in mind that I may be with my friends, my family, just keep aware of the situation, okay? So just a wave. Okay, great. Are you in school?
Yes.
What school?
Fan shop.
Okay, what are you there for?
Child and youth work.
Oh, how's that?
It's been pretty good.
Good. What year are you in?
2nd.
Okay. Do you live in London?
Yeah.
Great. Are you from London
No.
or student house?
No. I live with family.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Hey, so what brings you in today?
I need to work on my time management.
Okay, great. Tell me a little bit more about this. What parts of your time management?
Being on time, saying I'm gonna be somewhere at the right time, because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll be there at 12, then I don't show up till 1. Like today, I was supposed to be for counseling at 8:45, and I showed up at 8:52. Just, running late.
Right, okay. Is it something that only happens when it's around school, or does this also happen when you're just hanging out with your friends?
I'll hang out with my friends too.
Okay, great. Okay, so when it comes to school, because I would assume school is a little more important about being on time.
Yes.
Kind of on the right track around there, right? So yeah, how does it make you feel when you're late?
Bad, because it makes me feel awkward walking into class late,
Right.
or keeping someone waiting.
Okay, right. Yeah, so how long has this been going on for?
About the past year.
Past year? And has anything changed in your schedule in the past year?
Driving myself, medication, work.
Okay. Yeah, tell me a little bit more about work. Where do you work?
I work at Burger.
Oh, cool. Is that close to here?
It's about 10-15 minutes.
Okay. How far is it from your house?
15-16 minutes.
Okay. What's your schedule look like?
I work usually 2 shifts a week. One's till 12 a.m. and one's till 3 a.m.
Wow, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
What day is that on?
Thursdays.
So not even a weekend.
No.
Do you have a class on Friday?
Thankfully, no.
Okay, that's not bad. And the other one was Tuesdays?
Yes,
Great. Do you have a class on Wednesday?
I do.
Is that the one you struggle a little bit with coming
Yeah.
on time? What time is that class at?
8 a.m.
So you're not getting much sleep that night?
No.
Okay. Yeah, so is this something that you have to do every week? Like, are these late shifts like non-optional?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What time do you wake up to go to your 8 a.m. classes?
I try to wake up at 6, but usually like 6:30, and sometimes I don't wake up at all.
Right. Yeah, walk me through what you do on like a night that you have, like that you get home from your work and then to when you wake up in the morning.
I get home, I park my car, I walk to my house, I walk in, go to the washroom, wash my face, eat a snack, take my sleeping gummies, crawl into bed, put a movie on, turn the opposite way. And sometimes I watch TikTok.
Okay. And then when you wake up in the morning?
I try and roll myself out of bed, and then I usually shower to wake myself up. Try to eat breakfast, and then run to my car.
Right. What time do you wake up?
I try to be 6 a.m., but sometimes it's 6:30.
So yeah, so with being late to class and everything, I'm assuming it kind of has something to do with working late.
Yeah.
And it makes you just feel kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. How else does this make you feel?
Like, bad.
Yeah, can you tell me more about that?
It's, well, like, when I'm waiting, when I, like, tell my friends I'm gonna be at a time, like, now they know to, like, pretend that it's an hour later because I've gotten so used to how bad at time I am.
Right. Okay. Yeah, so on a scale of like 1 to 10, let's say, 10 being, oh, I feel so bad, like I can't even think about anything else because I'm late for class, and 1 being, whatever, I was late. Where are you on that scale?
Like a 6.
Like a 6? Yeah, and like what does that mean for you?
It means, like, I feel awkward and bad, but also, like, I still came to class, so I think that's a win.
Yeah. And where would you like to be on that scale, realistically?
Probably, like, an 8.
An 8? Okay. So 8 being, like, the word, like 8 being more bad.
Oh, no, it being more good. Like, I'm gonna, like, come to
Okay.
class.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what do you think you need to get you there?
A new job.
A new job? So what I'm hearing for, like, maybe the most realistic goal we could set would be something that's just maybe eliminating some of those extra steps in, like, your nightly routine and your morning routine. So, you know, you have more time to yourself, maybe getting a couple more, like, even just minutes of sleep can even help you. So yeah, like, how long would you say you use social media?
Like, after work.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay, and this is after you eat, you do everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get a break when you're at work? No? Are you able to, like, sneak into the bag, eat something quickly?
Yes.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is maybe we can, like, eliminate that time when you come home and eat, and maybe eat, like, before you leave work, something like that, just to take that one extra step out of, like, being home and doing that at work.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Is that something maybe, like, your bosses would get mad about, or are they kind of lenient with that?
Yeah, they're
Okay, that's good. Yeah, are you interested in working anywhere else? I just, you know, I've heard that in the child and youth care program that there's a placement at some point. Yeah, do you have one of those?
I do.
Yeah, where is it?
The Boys and Girls Club.
Do you know what time that starts in the morning?
I don't start till, I think, it starts at 8, but I don't think I start till, like, 12.
Okay, right. Well, you know, we want you to be all set for that, and I'm sure it's a little bit different than being late in class and at your placement. So I think it is worth, like, looking into the future for a new job. What else interests you?
Children.
Maybe like a babysitting job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just if it is something that kind of affects you in later times, it's definitely something, you know, to look into, since you mentioned you did want to get a new job. But let's look at some of the other things that's a bit more measurable that we can talk about for now, and then maybe revisit in a week. Is that okay with you? Great. So how did the kind of like eating before work or eating before you leave work sound to you?
Pretty good.
Yeah. How long would it say, like, would you say when you get home it takes you to like make that snack and eat it, everything?
Probably like a good 20 minutes.
20 minutes, yeah. And you know, because then you could put those 20 minutes towards even just an extra 20 minutes of sleep could probably be really beneficial to your situation. Yeah. So let's try that. Let's maybe next time you work, try and just take some of those things that you do at night and maybe minimize it down. So eating that snack when you're at work, just to save yourself some time in the night, and then maybe using a little bit less social media at night. I know sometimes for myself, I can get caught up in a little bit of a loophole with TikTok and Instagram and everything. Yeah, you said you were also taking sleeping gummies. Yeah. Do you think those have any like impact on how you wake up?
Probably.
Yeah. Like I wonder if that's why you struggle with waking up.
Could be.
Yeah. Maybe we could also try like only taking like half of it, or just maybe like half whatever you usually take. I'm not sure if it's a whole one or a half already, but
It's two.
two? Oh yeah, so maybe we'll try taking one
Yeah.
and then just see how that gets you, you know? Yeah, so with all of that being said, you know, I don't want you to feel like kind of like upset at yourself and feel awkward about walking into that class a little bit late. And I really want you to be prepared for, you know, next semester, since it's probably going to be every day you're having to wake up. So yeah, try to minimize some of those things that you do at night, and we might see a difference, but we can check back next week.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.